This is Tim Ellington with Star Trek CCG, and you're listening to Radio Free Decipher.
Welcome to another fantastic installment of Radio Free Decipher. I'm Kyle Hoyer, one of your hosts, and with me as always is Evan Lorenz.
How you doing there, Kyle?
Just feeling a little punchy today.
I can tell. It's been a long week, actually. There's a lot of exciting things happening around the office.
Yes, there has been. Lots of stuff going on, and let's jump right into it,
The
shall we?
Mirror product release was this week in North America. That was on Wednesday, and also we have word that in Europe it should be available next week on, I believe it is Thursday, correct?
Okay.
December 14th, if I remember my calendar correctly.
All right, everybody out there, raise your hand if you have First Officer Spock already.
Uh-huh.
All right.
That many.
That many already.
That's the magic of radio. There you go.
Fantastic.
This is going to be the first weekend where Mirror is legal in tournaments in some areas, so we're really eager to see tournament reports come back, see how well people have taken to the new cards, see what they're trying to do with them. Should be a lot of fun and excitement.
When are you going to build me an Empire deck, man?
I don't know. I got to build myself an Alliance deck first. I actually have some designs on the Intendant.
Oh, yeah?
That's not a pun.
Oh, the designs on the Intendant.
We have
nice.
Very clever.
Oh, yeah, with us today, again, is Francis, because we got part 2 of the contest, the revealing today.
Indeed,
so.
but not yet.
Not quite yet. We got a few things else to talk about today, so. Anything else about Mirror going on?
Well, we're just really excited to see it out there and finally getting used. I am going to be building some decks this weekend, probably.
Excellent. Don't forget about me, man.
Because
I do play in Trek tournaments now and then, but I have to have other people build my decks. It's like a handicap I have, something like that. So, but I digress.
Yeah.
Anyways, so let's move along. Reflections 2. The entire card list went up on the website yesterday.
Yeah.
People have been talking about it all day long already, about all the combo cards. They're really excited about it. The entire list of all what cards are being foiled. Everybody, from what I've been seeing on the bulletin boards and stuff and the discussion list, everybody says, the Reflections 1 foils are just kicking some booty.
And in fact, as exciting as all that is, I can't wait until people really start to see the new cards, because that's really fun.
Absolutely.
I actually was looking at a test sheet upstairs yesterday that came back and was kind of looking at it, and I'm not a huge player of Star Wars. I'm familiar enough to be really entertained by funny little bits of language, when you just say something a certain way. Like one of the cards has this game text at the bottom, lost if stolen. And I just read that and I thought, well, duh. Anyway.
Very cool.
This is,
You know what I also thought was funny about the Expanded Universe cards in Reflections 2 was the fact that in the Scry article that came out, we showed the Grand Admiral Thrawn card, but none of his game text. It was positioned just perfectly. And actually, Scry did that. We didn't do that.
That's cool.
So we're running along with it.
Yeah,
we're showing,
absolutely.
I think, 2 Expanded Universe cards per week on a website, but
That's
Grand
pretty
Admiral
good.
Thrawn is not there. Too bad.
Everybody's going to have to wait.
Cool picture, though.
Absolutely. Yeah. So now we're also going to be talking about Enhanced Battle of Naboo.
Yes, this may be a product that some of you out there do not know about yet. There is an Enhanced Battle of Naboo on the way early next year. We really can't talk about a release date yet.
Not quite yet.
We're still a ways off from it, but not too early to start getting some excitement about it.
We already know that there's going to be 12 brand new cards in there in 4 different facings, so you're going to get 3 new cards per facing.
Yes.
So, but let's give them some cards.
Sure.
You guys spoil it all.
I think these cards are actually being spoiled on the website today anyways, but
are they?
if not, hey, Radio Free.
Radio Free.
So why don't you start? You got one.
Well, I have sitting in front of me a new Padme, actually, that is a wild card, of course, as were the Enhanced Minutes of Darth Maul. That means Destiny 6. That means Deploy of 2, which is 1 less than Padme would normally cost you. This is Padme Loyal Handmaiden is her subtitle.
Very loyal.
She has 3 power and 1 bonus dot in each of her Tatooine locations, damage of 2. And her game text is 2 power bonus. It says adds power bonus when Queen Amidala or any handmaiden has fought this turn. So there you go. Time to bring back out the handmaiden decks with Amidala's Blaster and all that fun stuff, because here is Padme perfectly tailored for it.
Let's do the quick math. Okay, that Padme.
Okay, that's 3.
Of Padme's fought before her, so that's 5.
Okay, that's 5.
She's got her location bonuses, which are which is her location bonus?
1 at each Tatooine location.
Okay, so she's on Tatooine.
So we'll say 6.
So 6.
She's
got her
Blaster.
weapon.
9. And
Okay.
then she gets a destiny on top of that.
Wait. And she's got the battle card where Padme gets +3.
Okay.
That's 12.
Okay.
And she draws a 6.
Okay.
Because there's going to be lots of 6s in that deck.
18 power. Jeez. There you go. I need this power.
Bring it on.
All right. And what do you got for it?
All right, I got Watto.
Yeah, try to beat that.
He's the risk taker.
Yeah?
Woohoo! All right, he's stackable, just like all Wattos, of course. Deploy of 1. 1.
Because 1 less than the normal version of the character.
That's incredible.
That's typical for the wild card.
Destiny 6, of course. Wild card, white dot in every single location. Power 3, just like normal, and gets 1 bonus at each Tatooine location, just like normal.
Okay.
Damage of only 2.
Right.
That's awesome.
And game text.
Let's get on to the game text. Each time he draws Destiny for a battle card or weapon, draw 2 and choose 1, but put both cards in your hand. Awesome.
Oh my.
Okay, so Watto with a weapon.
Okay. And Watto's wager.
And Watto's wager.
So that's 2 destiny, and you're getting to draw 4 cards.
Well,
you
draw 2,
for
pick 1, then draw 2 and pick 1.
Okay, well,
All
2 shots
four
at a
in hand.
6, and you put all 4 in your hand.
Ouch.
Yeah. Which means you're probably going to be wanting to use this Watto in a deck where things are not costing you too much to
Right,
deploy.
exactly. Well, and he only takes 2 damage.
Well,
so
there you go.
That's pretty good.
All right.
There's Watto and Padme.
I got plans for that.
Excellent.
I still think my Padme beats your Watto, though, because let's see, Watto could have 3 and his bonus would be 4, and then he draws, what, 2 6s? So,
I heard she's a loyal handmaiden.
yeah, I hear she's very loyal.
Watto can fly.
That's right. He's a risk taker.
But I think we've said too much.
All right.
Did we
Very
say what
cool.
was blue?
Huh?
Did we say what it was blue? Can we say that?
Sure,
It's
Watto
blue.
is blue.
Yeah.
Watto is
He's
blue.
still blue.
All right. All right. Well, now, Francis, we had quite the stumper last week, the contest.
Yeah, there were not many correct entries, as I understand.
We'll let everyone know that there were 70 entries that made it in before 6 p.m. yesterday. We had 4 that came in after 6 p.m. yesterday, but none of those people actually got it right. But we had 70 valid entries, and how many did we get correct, Francis?
Well, 8 of them were partially correct.
Partially correct.
Well, they got the main part of it, but
Okay.
not the whole thing.
But
There was
not the
no
whole-
one entry that was really fully correct.
No.
But there
I mean,
was...
They weren't faulty,
Right.
but some details were missing,
Okay.
which is fine.
So let's let everybody in on the secret.
What's the
Okay,
secret?
so the
This is
diary.
the design diary.
Yeah, the design diary. Did we say that?
Sure.
Anyway,
For
everybody
people who
knows
maybe
it.
didn't listen last week, although I can't imagine who that would be.
Okay, well, last week we said that there was a trivia question, and the question was, what is the Jedi Knight's design diary based on? It's based on something, sort of foundation, and that foundation is the novel The Three Musketeers by Alexandre Dumas. I'm French-Canadian.
Yeah, I was going to
studied
say,
French
for
literature,
you
so-
silly, corrupt English people
Yeah.
out there, it would be Alexander Dumas.
So that was the question. And we got 8 partially correct answers, which is 8 people who said that it was based on The Three Musketeers in some way or another, which is true. Now, the whole thing is that the titles, the main connection, I should say, is that the titles are the same as in books. So every title in the diary matches one title in the book, in the novel.
Of a chapter.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the chapter titles. And they're matching sequentially. So chapter 3 in the book has almost the same title as entry 3 in the diary.
Okay.
And of course, I had to change them and switch them around. Well, not the titles between them, but just switch words around in the title sometimes to make that match the context. For instance, one of the chapters in the book is called A 17th Century Mousetrap.
Okay.
And for the diary, it's a 21st Century Mousetrap, but it's still the same title,
Okay.
basically. And you can readily recognize them if you look for them.
Right.
And now, it might be slightly more different in English, because depending on the translation you have,
I assume you went straight for the original French.
yeah, so if someone is just holding the French book and is doing a comparison, they'll match almost perfectly. If you go for an English version, depending on the edition you have, they might match more or less, but they're... I mean, you'll always see a connection, but it might not be perfect.
But I understand that it's even...
Yeah, the person who
connection goes even deeper than that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
because the person who got the grand prize got that much
Yeah,
correct.
so that person said, and we can mention his name right now.
Yes, sure. His name's Greg Magnus.
So congratulations.
There you
And
go.
Greg said that the titles match sequentially, which is
Yes.
absolutely true.
But
Now,
there's more.
One more level, or maybe a few more levels of connection, is that every character in the book who's mentioned in one of the titles has a counterpart, a Decipher. So, for instance, the character of, well, in French we say Aramis.
Aramis.
So Aramis, okay. How do you say the other ones in English?
Athos, Porthos, and Aramis.
Okay, so Aramis is Chuck. And every time Aramis is mentioned in a title, Chuck is mentioned in the title in the diary. So, for instance, one of the last entries was Chuck's thesis. That's because in the book, it's Aramis's thesis.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah. So every time that character came up again, I went back to that person for the diary entry, and I had to find that person just to get an interview or something out of that person.
Because it had to be them on that day to keep the sequence
if that
going.
person wasn't there, I just had to find something else that would still make the whole connection work. And sometimes it wasn't easy, but I've managed so far. So everybody is connected in one way or another.
Who am I?
So you're, well...
Because I've been on there twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
The three main ones, Aramis,
yeah, that's okay.
Chuck. Porthos is Joe. And Athos is Tom.
Right.
So they're the three
Musketeers.
They are the three Musketeers
of
Jedi Knight.
D'Artagnan, and that's me. I'm writing the thing, so I'm going to an interesting role.
Well, there you go.
Kyle here is a character called Bonacieux. And so if you go back to the book, and if you've read the book, you'll remember that Bonacieux is the husband of D'Artagnan's mistress. So we're somewhat related through...
Yeah, there you go.
And we're competing over in the book. We're competing over the same woman, and in here at Decipher, we're competing for content for me exactly. You're doing the writing stuff, and I'm doing the video and audio.
Yeah,
stuff.
and we're once in a while stepping on each other's toes.
Exactly.
And that was like an even deeper connection. So if you know the story, you know that this matches the real relationship too.
This is really elaborate.
It is. It is.
Surprising, it's not surprising that nobody has gotten that level of complexity.
Because, I mean, it wasn't meant to be a contest to begin with.
Right.
It was just doing that for fun.
Very cool.
It's been a lot of fun. So if you want to go back and try to figure out who is who, pretty much everyone who's mentioned in the, well, not everyone in the diary, because sometimes I just talk to someone for the diary and they're not mentioned in that title for that day. But anytime they mention someone in the book, in one of the titles, then it matches someone in the company. So if you want to go back and try to figure out who's who, you're welcome. Nobody found it, of course.
So this is fun for a few people who maybe have never read The Three Musketeers before. Maybe you want to give it a shot now.
Sure.
Well, let's talk about those people that actually got the correct answers. Let's go ahead quickly.
We have 8 of them total. So Greg is the grand prize winner.
Greg Magnus is the grand prize winner, definitely. Scott, I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name. Hajex, Hajix, maybe? Sure. Scott, congratulations, first place winner. Once again, the grand prize winner will receive 2 boxes of boosters of Jedi Knights and 1 of each starter deck from Jedi Knights. And the 7 first place winners will each get 1 starter deck and 5 booster packs of Jedi Knights. So far we have Greg and Scott, first place winner. Gary NG. Now we don't have all your information, but we will get it soon. Your Peter, Miriam Magnus, Lindsay has an email at AOL. Amy Neuer, Knoyer, and Marcus Cosgrove.
Cool.
Congratulations, those are all the winners, and congratulations.
Congratulations to everyone.
Thanks for
coming
coming by,
in touch soon.
By the way, I'll still be doing that. So
that's right.
Even though it's weekly now until January, so sometime in January we'll go back to daily for the diary, but I still keep up the same thing. So if you want to look ahead, like at what's coming up, you might, if you pick up the book and look at the chapters that are coming up, you might get an idea of what we're going to be talking about, because I have no choice now. I'm trapped by my own device.
Exactly.
We have one more bit of business to take care of here on Radio Free. There have been a lot of questions related to customer service, and we wanted to take the opportunity to bring on Jen in customer service to answer some of these issues for you. So we're going to say goodbye to Francis here.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
And we'll bring Jen on.